Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday.
Yes, a little bit later than normal. Ellie's been looking at flights because one of my friends, Terry's, getting married next year, so off to Ireland for that. So been busy with that. But one thing we always get asked by people is, how do you stay motivated? What keeps you motivated with your training, with your diet, with your lifestyle? And it's something that so many people struggle with. And, you know, we've had our own shares of struggles with staying motivated in the past. And we thought we would share with you what helps us, helps our clients, and what we think can help you as well.
Yes, so we'll go through like different possibly our little tips that will kind of help, because we get it, and we've gone through our dips and plows. So the first one, the number one thing that I would say is to kind of really understand is what is your ultimate goal, your life goal, in terms of where would you like to be in 6 months? You know, what is it that you want? Do you understand what it is you want? Because we don't just want to go through a phase, I just want to lose some weight, I just want to, feel healthier, feel fitter. But why? Okay, so really understand your reason why, because the idea is then because you're going to align yourself with it. You're going to understand the real importance and why it matters to you.
And I think that is probably the most important and vital thing for anybody that's going to set a goal, because it is going to be difficult. There's going to be an element of challenge or difficulty because you're trying to make progress in certain things, that you're going to need motivation. So you're going to need to be fully in tune with your reasons as to why that goal is important. You can't just say, I'm going to motivate myself because I know I need to go to the gym. But why do you need to go to the gym?
Yeah.
Or why do you need to focus on eating that healthy, balanced diet that is going to get you towards it? Why?
Yeah, you're going to kind of ask yourself the reasons why quite a few times. And you really want to visualize yourself being that person in the 3 months, in the 6 months time. You want to feel it, you want to see it, you want to hear it, you want to smell it, you want to taste it, you want to know all those emotions that you're going to feel when you're that person at that goal. Okay, so really kind of think hard and ask yourself, okay, I want to lose weight. Why do you want to lose weight? Because I want to feel better. Why do you want to feel better? Understand what it means to you, and you'll really understand the reasons about you. Also, you'll find out a lot about yourself. You might even find yourself getting a little bit emotional as well.
Yeah, because I think one thing for where the first time I ever saw this, because I've always been relatively motivated, so to speak, and I haven't found it difficult. I've never really had to think about motivation because it's always just been a sort of lifestyle and it's been relatively easy. But for Ellie, the goal of getting on stage, when she went through the process of the reasons of why, she would be literally in tears at the thought of it before it happened, because those emotional connections that she was creating made it so much more important to her that there was no way before she'd done it that she wasn't going to get on that stage, that there was no way she was ever going to cheat on her diet or skip her training sessions or lie in bed instead of doing her cardio, because she was doing this connection with herself, with her goals every single day. And once you have that connection, it is so difficult to break your motivation.
And sometimes I kind of see things when people say to me they really want something, but then I see possibly their actions are showing differently. My first number thought is they're weighing out the importance of the other thing more important, or they're not quite yet aligned with it. So it is really important. I would always say that's number one first step to do when you are going towards setting goals.
Yeah, and it's totally cool to say, do you know what? I would like to lose weight, but it's just not a priority right now. That is 100% cool. It is.
Honest.
You're being honest, you're being rational, and it's not going to affect your life. But what you shouldn't be doing is saying, I really, really want to lose weight, but then making choices that things aren't more important. Like I always use the example of people will watch the soaps every single night. People know what's going on in Hollyoaks, EastEnders, Emmerdale, Coronation Street, but they say they don't have time to train. They say they don't have time to spend a little bit of time planning their foods for the next few days. And that sort of thing tells me that, well, actually, we're making a decision to prioritise our soaps. We're making that's a decision, whether it's conscious or subconscious, it doesn't matter. That's the decision that we've made. Whereas if you were to do some work and align yourself for your goals, you'd say, well, actually, is watching the soaps really more important than me perhaps losing that weight and feeling better about myself? But then at the other end of the scale, you might have kids, family, you've got to run around after that. You can't fit in the gym at those times. And you'd be like, do you know what, that's cool. Because Aoife May is more important to us than going to the gym. So if we have to do something for her and we can't get to the gym, we're totally cool. And we'll just say, do you know what?
No dear.
Yeah, our daughter is more important than us getting to a gym or us focusing on our diet. Like sometimes we'll cheat, well not cheat, but we'll eat a little bit more junk because we know it's going to help her, and that's more important to us than sticking to it.
Yes, and then so secondly, so my next sort of step that I would then do is then have a plan for that goal. So we kind of always actually use the SMART acronym. So, and it's kind of just making sure that it fits that, okay? Because this is how you're going to evaluate your goal. Is it realistic for you? Because if it's not realistic, it's not going to motivate you. How are you going to measure it? So is it weight? Are you going to do it by scales? Are you going to do it by photos? Are you going to do it by measurements? You can do it measuring how you feel in terms of your energy levels, your sleep, your moods. Okay, so you've always got to evaluate your goals, because this is what is going to keep you motivated. Seeing it, are you on track or are you not on track? What do you need to change?
And one thing what I find absolutely huge from guys that come to us when they might have more than a couple of stone to lose, forget about that couple of stone. Please do not start saying I need to lose 2 or 3 stone. Yes, you may need to, or you may really want to, but let's forget about that 2 or 3 stone and focus on I want to lose 2 pounds. Once you've lost that, that's a bit of... Once you've lost that 2 or 3 pounds, tick that off. That's an achievement. Celebrate it. Be happy. Be proud of that mini achievement. Okay, let's move. Next 2 pounds. Next 2 pounds. And before you know it, you've lost that first stone. That's amazing. Next 2 pounds. Next 2 pounds. And it makes it so much more achievable, because it's like the finish line's always in sight. You're not focusing on that end goal of being miles and miles away. Yes, you can have that in the back of your mind, but the priority should always be that next 1 or 2 pounds. Next 1 or 2 pounds.
And that is legit what we've been doing with me. I had a goal at the end of summer, what I wanted to lose, and if I just had focused on the end goal, it kind of wouldn't motivate me because it was seen too far away. So we've literally been doing pound by pound, half a kilo each week, or each sort of time deadline that we had set. And to me, I'm finding it far more motivating. I feel like I'm accomplishing something, and it's great.
Yeah, and then another thing what I think is really important about being motivated, well, it sort of spills over into 2, is enjoyment and lifestyle. Oh, did I beat you to it? Yeah. We don't plan what we know what we're going to talk about, and we just sort of bounce off each other, so that's always good. But the first one, enjoyment. You know, if you don't enjoy what you're doing to lose weight, stop it straight away, because that is never going to last. It's really important that you find something that you enjoy, whether it be, if you enjoy Zumba, like I always get people like, oh, but what's the best way to lose weight? It's like, the best way is something you enjoy. So if you enjoy going to Zumba and dancing around like that, do it. It's amazing. You know, it's something that you're going to enjoy. But at the same time, if you enjoy going to a gym, go and do it. Really, you know, and you can get to enjoy things. As you get better with things, it's more like you're going to enjoy things. So if you find something's a little bit more of a challenge at the moment, but you can see yourself enjoying it, that's a good positive sign as well.
And that sort of side is definitely one thing that I think has evolved from our coaching principles, because that to us is the priority, that you do enjoy it. And that's why we wear our Fitbits, we track everything, because at the end of the day, if you're moving, you're burning calories, and if you just want to if you're trying to lose weight, then that being in that calorie deficit and doing that little bit of movement, putting some music on, dancing with your kids, playing in the garden when it's not raining, that's all going to help towards your weight loss.
And we always say it's not about the fancy stuff. It's really not. We'd love to try and say to you, it's all about this, you know, you have to do your 10 to 12 high intensity workouts every single day, and you've got to eat really, really clean and be drastic and dramatic. You don't. Most people can just make small changes, start doing things that they enjoy to be active, start eating foods they enjoy but focusing on portion control, and it's as simple as that. And what you'll find is it's more sustainable, and as you start to do these things that you enjoy, it becomes more of a lifestyle, and it becomes something that you're no longer thinking about you're doing it to lose weight. You're doing it for enjoyment and your lifestyle, and that weight loss is actually a byproduct of what you're doing, and that's when it's magical. You know, you're not thinking, it's never about I need to lose that weight. Yes, you've got it in the back of your mind, but your priority is actually enjoying life, and then that's like, you know, that's surely everybody's goal.
And then that's how you come into lifestyle. So just making sure that everything that you do fits your current lifestyle. So take into consideration your priorities, your responsibilities, your working life, and the time of the year. So if this time of year is really busy for you, kind of make a new plan that's going to kind of fit that, because the last thing you can do is then get your life to fit an unrealistic plan, because it just isn't going to work. So you can only go twice a week, 3 times a week to whatever you do. That's fine, okay, because it's what fits your lifestyle. And I would say that's number one key to going forward with all of these, is making sure it does fit your lifestyle. Everything that we do, everything that our clients do is around their lifestyle. Whenever we talk to someone about kind of working towards their goals, we ask them, what is your lifestyle like? That's always one of the questions. And then let's see what we can fit into your lifestyle.
And that's it, because we see it now, you know, now there's social occasions left, right and centre, and we actually done one of our live webcasts yesterday for our coaching clients. They were one of the things they're already starting to look forwards to Christmas. How did they stay on track? How did they do things? And our message was as simple as just enjoying life. You know, we don't want, nothing should be restrictive because you live your lifestyle and you're in control. Because if you have an unhealthy relationship where you feel that you need to be something other than you want to be and other than you can be forever, it's never going to last. So it's important that you're doing things. If you want to go out and you want to be the person who gets carried home at 10 o'clock in the night at a Christmas party like I used to 10 years ago, absolutely.
You're describing me again.
Absolutely fine. It is totally cool to do that if that's your thing. You know, and if you're the sort of person who loves going out on the lash and on the way home you go and get cheese on chips, or like us, you take a big tray of sandwiches up to your hotel room, that's fine too. You know, 1 or 2 days isn't going to kill you between now and Christmas. If it's a thing that you're doing all the time, increase your expenditure, you know, but just enjoy it. You know, that's the most important thing, because you could, it's like Ellie said this thing yesterday, she'd probably kill me for saying it in advance now because she was going to say it, but you can't get the memories back. You know, you can undo what you've possibly done. So if you go away and you overeat, overdrink, blah blah blah, you can undo that work by, you know, being a bit more controlled the following week. But you can't get those memories back if you're the bore that sits there drinking sparkling water, having a salad, or not going up to the buffet and watching everyone else eating their buffet food and you're hating life and miserable. You can't get that back. So,
and it saddens me that anyone would kind of dread a social event or not look forward to a social event or stress about going to a social event.
Like we do in prep.
Yeah, like, and that's horrible, okay? Because we've lived through at that moment the last year or so, and we would never do it again, okay? And that's why we're kind of so big on it, because you should be able to enjoy these social events. The times with loved ones, friends, family, it's about, you know, having fun, and that's really what counts. And yes, you can stay on track. One night's not going to undo all your hard work. It's just, remember, up here, making yourself, getting that balance right, feeling happy as well. You can have both.
And I think that's pretty much all we wanted to talk about today. And I think, like, you know, we'll just sort of summarise how to stay motivated again once more, so that you know. But please, the most important thing is enjoyment. Then you've got lifestyle. Then it's breaking goals down that are important. And like Ellie said, being connected with your why.
Visualising it.
Visualise it, okay? And it's
always always have like a deadline, dates for when you kind of want to reach your mini little goals, because that's what's going to keep you sort of accountable to it. Don't just have I want to lose 2 stone, but never kind of have a deadline, because this could go on forever and you may never reach it. So always have a deadline for it.
Yeah,
that's realistic.
Yes, and saying that is just another thing. Yeah. Say you set yourself a deadline, I want to lose 2 stone by March, but you only lose 1.5 stone. We do get this with people, believe it or not, where they beat themselves up and they're frustrated that they didn't quite achieve that goal, and it hurts me because you're seeing progress. So what we need to do is almost have a realistic approach and look at it and say, do you know what, I've achieved a lot. I didn't quite achieve what I wanted to, but yeah, so congratulate yourself as well. It just might mean you can look back and there might be lessons there. Okay, so between now and March, what actually happened that maybe meant that hindered me? Was there an occasion where there was stress involved? Was there things that, you know, where I've eaten and drunk more than I wanted to, or did I, you know, there's things that can impact it. But don't discredit any progress. No matter how big, how small, progress is progress, and we think it should be celebrated. That's going to help you stay motivated. If you're constantly looking, yeah, but it's not, that's going to kill you, demotivate you, and make you feel like crap. And also comparisons.
And you become your thoughts. So if you keep telling yourself, oh, that was rubbish, or I'm not good enough, you will literally become that, okay? So let's use the thing that we can control. We have the control to do. I think it makes sense. But your thoughts, okay? So you can do it. You are going to do it. You're strong enough. You are capable of doing it. So just keep telling yourself this, because you will find that your self-conscious will then control your actions, your reactions to certain things, what you're going to choose in life. So that's the beauty that we do have. Yes, sometimes we go through ups and downs with our thoughts, with our current situation, with our mental health, the weather might control it. But you bring it back to the reality of where you currently are.
Yeah, and there's one other thing. I would keep going on. It's just that I think this is really important, is comparisons. Okay, comparing yourself to others. two different types of people, and they're very, very different. One person can compare themselves to others and it motivates them to keep going because they really, really want to do it. That's totally cool. But the people who compare themselves to others, and I think this is more and more common now with social media everywhere, compare themselves to other people, and it has a negative effect on the way they feel about themselves. If that's happening, stop comparing yourself to others. I know it's not easy, but what you have to remember is everybody's different. Even every single person has a different set of challenges in place, a different lifestyle, can commit to different things, different genetic. There's so many different things that will impact the progress that different people see. And it's like one of our clients, you might have seen the post, her husband lost half a stone by just following her, like her evening meals. He's still eating like his bits of junk, and that is absolutely buzzing. But unfortunately, men are genetically geared to lose weight slightly easier. As frustrating as it is, but if you were comparing yourself, it's like Ellie does it in prep, compares herself to me, and I'm like, stop comparing yourself to me because I'm probably going to lose more than double the weight you do because I do every prep. And that's really, really important. That doesn't have a negative effect. If you're looking at it, it's like, right, that person's lost that, I know I can do that, and it's motivating me. That's cool because it's going to help you. So just make sure that either you're the one that it helps or you don't compare yourself.
And just remember this, everyone will only put up their highlights, okay? So you don't actually really know what's going on day to day in someone else's life. I'm guilty. I probably only put up my most flattering angle because we all do that, okay? So just because it doesn't, so just remember that, okay? People do have bumps in the road. It's real life. I don't know where I'm going with this now.
Yeah, but
we're not all perfect. And what you see on social media isn't always the reality. So just bear that in mind.
Yes, and I think that on that note, that's all we wanted to cover today. We hope this sort of helped. If you're struggling with motivation, please do the work on it. Like we've said, okay, save this video, and if you ever find you're struggling, watch it again, because that's all we want to do is try and help motivate, inspire people to continue working towards their goals. You know, this is the hardest 5 weeks to stay motivated.
And if you are going to do it with someone who's going to build you up. So like our client who did it with her husband, that's absolutely amazing. I agree, we love that, because there's nothing better than having a partner or a friend that does support you, because sometimes I find it's very rare. So if you are going to do it, it does always help if you are going to do it with someone else, because you're going to build each other up. And I think that's why our last week worked so well, because we were all posting what we were eating, we were all encouraging each other, and that really does help boost what you're doing.
Okay, so have a good day, peeps. Let us know your thoughts. Bye.